Let's talk about security, compliance, and of course, sharing. Now, these are some of the most important questions when you're deciding to pick a tool, especially when you're looking at tools that use AI. Now, at Build Better, we even go so far to have a AI transparency policy where we clearly outline that we do not use your data for training. And if you choose to move off of our platform, you have full rights and access to your data, and we will delete your data, no questions asked. Now, of course, we have SOC 2 Type 2 compliance, HIPAA compliance, and of course, GDPR compliance. But we go further. A lot of the people who come to us and they're generating documentation, they're uploading sensitive calls inside of their organization, sensitive documentation as well. And maybe it's not that this information has something conspicuous or mischievous in it, but you just don't want everyone to have access to the same things. And so with Build Better, we've built extensive privacy controls to make sure only the right people have access to the right thing at the right time. So, for example, these are some documents that I've generated, and you'll see here that I can make this workplace accessible, which means anyone in this workspace has access to it. I can just share it with one individual. I can also share this publicly, and I can just make the document private altogether. So I don't even have to change the privacy settings if I don't want to. And once it's private, that's it. No one has access to it, just like you would with a private document in Google Docs or Notion or Slack. Private means private, and workspace means accessible to everyone else. We care for this same type of permissioning when it comes to calls. This was a call that we had with one of our investors. Of course, I can change the permissions here. So this is a participant only call, which means only the people who have access and who are on the call have access to it. I can also make this workplace accessible if I wanted to make this accessible to everyone else. And I can even keep it private, but only add a single individual who I want to have access to this call itself. So a lot of versatility and a lot of controls here. And of course, just like documents, I can make this public. We have those same types of controls for folders. So if you go to a folder, you can make something private, you can make it accessible to just a specific person or a group of people, or you can make it accessible to the entire workspace. So a lot of consistency and a lot of control throughout the entire workspace. You can also change the default privacy settings of the calls where you're the host. If you want, you can basically have it so just only the people who are on the call have access to it. Or you can make it accessible to everyone automatically. So if you're on a lot of sales calls and you want those calls to be accessible, this goes way, way, way past just the surface level of permissions. When you ask chat a question, generate a document, go through signals, all of those permissions maintained throughout the entire workflow with AI. We are so conscious of this. We care so much about your privacy, your security, and of course, the sharing capabilities and making sure everyone on the team has confidence with the data and how it's being used. That's Build Better sharing privacy and security. I recommend checking out some of our policies, such as our AI transparency policy, our trust portal, going through any of this experience itself, and of course, just using the product and seeing how comfortable you are with sharing itself. That's it for now. I'll talk to you later.